Well, we're joined right now by a man that played his entire 12-year.
It's a five-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped. They got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's prime time.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do like brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
There, but every time we got to go in there to that ballpark and play, those fans really hated you. You could feel it. It got you pumped up. Didn't matter what time it was, whether it was April game in August or the dog days of September game. You were pumped up to go play the Giants, and that's the way I took every one of those games I got a chance to play there.
Andre Ethier is our guest, and if you're headed out to the All-Star game, Andre was out there with his son this whole week in Atlanta, giving us a scouting report on the All-Star game that's happening next week. Is there a lot of buzz for the All-Star game out there?
There is. I'm out here for the PG-16U. I was out there for the WWBA World Series, they call it, and a big event. I think there's like 400 teams here for this event. We were driven all over Atlanta for this. We went as far as Dalton, Georgia for a game. It's an hour and a half north of the city, almost on the border of Tennessee, to go watch or to go play baseball games. But yes, we stayed down in Buckhead, and you got all the posters, all the signage up everywhere. Walking, did some early morning walks and walked by quite a few buildings with some posters up there. Even peeked a few of our Dodger guys on a poster. The city's excited. Everyone's ready to get here and watch these players play. And I see there's a few other things being added to this game that are going to be a few maybe wrinkles to come for the future.
Yeah, what do you think about that, bringing the automated strike zone into the All-Star game? This just came out of left field. What do you think about them trying to force this on the national stage?
I'm going to say with the big H, I hate it. I think it adds even more. You've seen kind of the already defensiveness that the umpires have taken this year, right? To players simply touching their helmet, maybe in reaction or used to having it in the minor leagues and being called up. And it's an instant, injection. How many times this year have we seen guys touch their helmet and protest and get ejected, immediately? So I just don't like it. I think people can argue the other way, whatever. It's the progression of the game, ball strikes, but it's still a human element when it comes down to it. It's amongst three teams out there on the field. It's not a two-team game. It's a three-team game. And I think a lot of people forget that, right? It's the home team, visiting team, and umpire team out there. You're not really competing against the umpire team, but you are to figure out as a pitcher, as a hitter, you have to figure out what that umpire strike zone is. Every umpire is supposed to call the balls and strikes, keep on the plate, whatever, but everyone sees it different within the boundaries of how those strikes are called. And that's a part of the game, and that's been a long part of this game is adjusting to a pitcher strike or a umpire strike zone, and also the pitcher strike zone, the way he's attacking and the way he, I think that's one of the most crafty, overlooked aspects of the game of pitching is how a pitcher can now figure out an umpire strike zone and the way to attack it and maybe adjust his game that normally isn't that to attack the strike zone a certain way. And that's one of the intricacies and I guess you could say the poetic part of baseball. And to say we're going to take that away by a robot calling it, I don't like it.
As far as the All-Star game goes, why are we trying to force this in the All-Star game when it's a feel-good game? Well, are we really going to be ticky-tack about balls and strikes?
Well, I think it goes the same thing. Why did they introduce those stupid East-West uniforms years ago?
Thank God they're going to be wearing their own uniforms this game.
Wear your own damn uniform. Like, why can't you wear your own damn uniform? Like, that's what you represent. You represent your team. You represent your city. Wear your own uniform. That's what everyone's used to seeing. Hopefully this strike zone thing is bad. Is in 10 years as bad an idea as those East-West uniforms that everyone wore.
I agree. It's going to be sweet for me. I'm really going to enjoy Freddie Freeman being introduced in Atlanta, wearing a Dodger uniform, coming back as the reigning World Series MVP. That's going to be sweet.
That is going to be sweet. I know. I think, that's obviously waters cross under that bridge there. But, for such a great player, for a Hall of Famer to, I guess kind of reinvent himself in a new team, new city like he's done. I guess come home a part of it and everything like that, but go to a place where obviously they had the replacement already in mind for him. And we obviously see, no knock on Olsen. He's an unbelievable first baseman, unbelievable offensive player. But you had the great Freddie Freeman on your team and had a chance to have this guy finish in your organization and be, the next Chipper Jones. Yeah. And, for him to come back and be able to have his curtain call this way, I think the people above are not going to like it too much.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, before I let you go, you were teammates for a long time with Clayton Kershaw. I actually found a stat, thanks to Sarah Langs, that said you were on the field for more of his strikeouts than any other teammate that he's ever had in Dodger history. That's something to say as far as two guys that played their entire careers with the Dodgers. It makes sense that you were on the field for more of his strikeouts than anybody else.
I feel like I saw a lot of them, and and he had a lot. Obviously, he has 3,000, and I think it's just unbelievable. I sent him a text after the game, just obviously congratulating him, but more congratulating him for his stick-to-itiveness. It's unbelievable that so many times he people counted him out. He counted himself probably out. A few times, obviously not a lot, but he counted himself probably like, ooh, I don't know. But he was able to just keep, digging deep, reinventing himself, and kind of will and pull himself to get to this milestone. And what's even more special, I think, of the whole thing is that he got to do it in front of his family. Got to do it in front of Dodger Stadium, which was, as magical as it gets. It felt like or I didn't feel, but I could see from the TV and what I saw was.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards. Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This was our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
Visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Another pitch, another play, and another legendary moment with the boys in blue. But what makes the game even better? A beer that's beyond ordinary. Asahi Super Dry. With its crisp, clean taste and bold character, Asahi goes beyond what you expect in a beer. It's a drink for those who crave more. So whether you're cheering for a walk-off or just exploring new experiences, grab an Asahi Super Dry and go beyond the ordinary. Because with Asahi, it's always beyond expect. Asahi Super Dry. Always drink responsibly.
Hey Dodger fans, in the game of life with its home runs, curveballs, and strikes, the LA County Department of Mental Health has you covered. If you ever feel anxious, overwhelmed, or need immediate help, we are here for you. The Department of Mental Health offers free emotional support, service referrals, and crisis counseling. Call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-854-7771. That's 1-800-854-7771. Or visit dmh.lacounty.gov.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Giants series opener from San Francisco. First pitch coming up at 7:15.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Logan Webb on the mound for the Giants. 28-year-old right-hander is 8-6 with a 2.62 ERA. His record doesn't reflect how well he's pitched, though. He enters tonight ranked among the leaders in the National League in ERA, strikeouts, innings pitched, and wins. He's in his 7th season now in the big leagues, making his 20th start. Last time out, 6 2/3 innings, 2 runs, 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a win over the A's. Logan Webb has a record of 5-6 with a 4 ERA and 75 strikeouts in 17 appearances against the Dodgers in his career. He last faced them on June 13th at Dodger Stadium in a win. Dustin May on the mound, 5-5 with a 4.52 ERA. The 27-year-old right-hander finally healthy now in 2025 after missing all of 2024 and most of 2023, making a 17th start this year. Last time out, 7 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, 9 strikeouts, and a win over the White Sox. He is 3-1 with an ERA of 2.38 and 16 strikeouts in 6 appearances against the Giants. That includes a start back on June 15th, pitched into the 6th inning, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, and got the win. Dustin May, Logan Webb, Dodgers and Giants. We are 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports star. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack, and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
Hey, Dodger fans, want to enjoy the game without missing a moment? Order your game day food and drinks with Uber Eats. From the first pitch to the final out, we've got you covered. Simply open the Uber Eats app, choose from your favorite local restaurants, and we'll bring it right to your door. No more running out for takeout. No more meal prep. Just great food and nonstop action. So sit back, relax, and enjoy every moment of Dodger baseball.
This is Rogan and Rodney.
And who thought at the beginning of the year we would make this statement? Thank God Clayton Kershaw's back. No one thought we would say that at the beginning of the year. Oh, thank God he's back. Do you realize right
It's a five-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's pumped on.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, you know, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal and I played with Eddie and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards and I know.
For Logan Webb, he's getting set to make his 20th start. Lately, he's been tough on the Dodgers.
Yeah, he's been tough on everybody lately. The last three starts, he's not allowed a base hit in the first inning. In any of those three games, we'll find out what's going to happen. One thing about Logan Webb, he does get in trouble sometimes with the breaking pitches. Why? A 308 average against that. But he's been stellar with that sinker, slider combination along with a changeup. But we'll see if they're able to hit the breaking ball tonight.
Logan Webb and Dustin May, the Giants against the Dodgers. Game one, lineup's first pitch right around the corner, Tim.
All right, Dodgers trying to shake this six-game losing streak with the series opener tonight in San Francisco. Logan Webb, Dustin May, the pitching matchup. When this one is over, David Bassett's got you covered with all the post-game highlights and Dodger talk as well. Enjoy it. First pitch from the Bay Area is next. This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah. This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network. You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for two in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win. This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion.
10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping. So go ahead and give us the flowers.
Just getting started.
Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us. Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up.
They wear the crown.
All eyes on us. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser,
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors,
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works,
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA,
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs,
A SoCal treasure. Local, original, great.
and by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Boomer is the dog. Then he looked good. I just followed his picture all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
Little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
The 2025 Ford F-150, California's best-selling truck brand.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing with Ford's summer sales event. Go see your local Southern California Ford dealers and get the hottest deals with 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles.
From the F-150 or F-150 Electric to the Mustang Mach-E, whatever model you've been looking at is ready for you.
Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months. Go to buyfordnow.com for details.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Hey, it's David Vassay. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your...
St. Louis Cardinals, one of the cleanest jerseys in the game. I've always felt that way. And, you know, the birds on the bat, just an iconic logo. I mean, look how rich that yellowish gold is in the bat. You know, all the stitching with the birds. I've just always thought it's one of the best looks in the game. 35 is the number I wore in my Major League debut. I actually think this might be the jersey from my Major League debut. So that was 2010, May 29th.
And if you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. You know, and I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff, and ABC said it.
Dwayne McDonald, what has started off as a challenging trip, having dropped all 3 games in Milwaukee against the Brewers. The Dodgers tonight trying to erase now a 6-game losing streak. They still maintain a 5-game lead over these Giants for the lead in the Western Division of the National League, 5.5 in front of San Diego. And for this Dodger ball club in search of their 57th win of the season, but the offense has been, well, in a rut over the recent days. The Dodgers getting set to go. Giants are taking the field. Here's Dave Roberts starting lineup. Shohei Ohtani, again, will lead it off. He's the designated hitter. Mookie Betts batting second and playing at shortstop. Freddie Freeman is at first base. Doing the catching and batting fourth, Will Smith. Teoscar Hernandez returns to the starting lineup. Teo is in right field. In left is Michael Conforto. Andy Pages is in center. At second base tonight, Haesung Kim. Kim will bat in the 8th spot, and batting 9th and playing at third base is Tommy Edman with a big 6'6" right-hander Dustin May on the mound. His 17th start, a record of 5-5. It's Logan Webb, his 20th start, in search of his 9th victory of the season on the mound for the Giants. The umpiring assignments, Brian Honora will work the plate to call the balls and strikes. Mike Esterbrook is at first. John Bacon umpiring at second. And the crew chief, Laz Diaz, is over at third. Remember, early start time tomorrow, 1:05. We'll join you at high noon with the Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. Happy to have you with us. Good day for a win for this Dodger ball club against the Giants. And with a play, here's Tim.
Thank you very much, Mo. Shohei Ohtani's first at bat, brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer, embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. Dodgers in their traveling road grays, Los Angeles across the chest tonight. Giants in their home Friday night oranges. And we're underway with strike one from Logan Webb. First pitch came at 7:15 in the evening. Temperature 60 degrees. Brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Next offer to Ohtani is up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Shohei starts the night, 279 average. 31 home runs to lead the club. 58 runs batted in. From the left side, looks out at the right-hander Webb. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. Webb came with a sinker down the middle, and Ohtani pulled off of it, swung and missed. Perfect night here, no clouds anywhere. Visibility completely across the bay to Oakland. Just a pretty night here. Temperature is going to be in the 50s through most of the night. 1-2 pitch. That swung on and fouled back to the screen.
The Dodgers trying to figure out Webb. Webb, in each of his last 3 starts, has not allowed a base hit in the first inning of the game.
He gets a new baseball, rubs it up, steps on top of the pitching rubber, squared up to the plate, now kicks and fires. And Ohtani swings, hits a high fly ball foul, third base line, and that's going to be well up into the seats. And the Giants, on Fridays, they do a thing called Orange Fridays here. So they've got the old throwback-looking orange jerseys, Giants across the chest, white game pants. Pitch is bounced up the first baseline, just foul. And Logan Webb has been very, very good. He's earned his second All-Star nod. He'll be heading to Atlanta in a few days. One ball, 2 strike pitch to Shohei. Just a little outside off the plate with a changeup.
Well, he'll throw the change, the slider also. The changeup, by the way, is just a 193 batting average against. It's been very good.
Webb winds the 2-2, and that is just outside again. He tried the sweeper. He couldn't come into the back door, and that fills up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ohtani.
And already a lot of pitches to the first batter.
Here's a payoff pitch. And Ohtani takes high ball 4, and he's aboard. A leadoff walk issued by Logan Webb. Ohtani walked twice Wednesday against the Brewers in Milwaukee. Actually walked 3 times in that series as a whole. Now here's Mookie Betts. Betts at .246, the shortstop with 11 home runs. Right-handed batter against the right-hander Webb. The pitch. Mookie takes strike 1. Cutter down the middle. Second baseman Casey Schmidt and the shortstop Willie Adames in double play depth. And back of the bag and off the line at third is Matt Chapman. Turn throw to first. Head first dive back safely. Dominic Smith, the first baseman. A left-handed thrower, so the glove hand is closer to the base when he makes the tag. Pitch to Mookie. There's a shot right at the shortstop. Adames makes a shoulder-high catch for out number one. And Ohtani back to first.
Oh, he hit it very well. The only part of the field that's in current sunshine is the deepest part. It's a little triangle out in right center field where it's 415 feet away from home plate. Everything else, shadows.
And that's out in Triples Alley at Oracle Park. Now Freddie Freeman, he's been struggling. He is under 300 for the first time in a long time. Starts the night hitting .299. Freddie's 3 for his last 22. 1-0 pitch. He swings, hits a ground ball slowly to the second baseman Schmidt. He looks at second, no play there. Turns, throws to first, and he gets Freeman. 4-3 on the putout. Ohtani advances to second. 2 away for Will Smith.
Tim, one thing to look at from an offensive standpoint of this Dodger ball club, and that's against Logan Webb. I found a number today that I found was interesting. He throws first pitch strikes 70% of the time. That's an extremely high rate in Major League Baseball. Will the Dodgers go hunting first pitch fastball more tonight?
Will Smith takes one on the outside corner, a sinker. Will overall hitting .326. With runners in scoring position, he's got the best average in Major League Baseball, hitting .406. Ohtani leads at second, stretched by Webb. He fires in a strike. And it's 0-2. Smith hits well in this ballpark traditionally, a .330 average here in San Francisco. Webb rubbing up the baseball, standing just to the right of the pitching rubber. Now toes it right in the middle. Smith taps the far side of home plate, the near side, pinwheels the bat back and waits. The pitch, it's inside. It kicks off the glove of Patrick Bailey, but not very far. And Ohtani stays at second base.
So Webb, high percentage first pitch strikes. Also a very high percentage of, with 2 strikes, not throwing the ball in the strike zone. What does that mean? Well, he's trying to set hitters up to expand the strike zone and get a swing and a miss.
Center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee playing a few steps toward right center field. And the left fielder Ramos off the line. Now the pitch. It's way high and away to Will. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No score, just underway. Top of the first inning. Ohtani, a leadoff walk, is at second base. 2 men out and a 2-2 count to Will Smith. Logan Webb looks back at second base. He's set, kicks, fires. And this ball is popped up right center field. Jung-Hoo Lee right over there to get it, playing in the gap. He makes the catch. And the side retired. No runs, no hits, 1 left, no giant errors. Half inning in the books here in San Francisco. It's the Dodgers 0 and the Giants coming to bat.
Well, this is exciting news. A big, hearty welcome.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards.
That's awesome.
Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped. They got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's Kantar.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Bottom of the first inning, Mike Yastrzemski will lead off, the right fielder, against Dustin May. May 5-5 and a 4.52 earned run average. Dustin making his 17th start, coming off a win over the White Sox last time out, where he was absolutely incredible. 5 1/3 perfect innings in that game. And the big, tall right-hander out of Justin, Texas, sends his first pitch home, and it's a sinker outside, ball 1. Yastrzemski hitting .244, 8 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Edman even with a bag off the line at third for Yastrzemski, a left-handed hitter. 1-0 pitch. That's snapped in for a strike, a four-seamer at 97. That's something we'll be watching tonight, is how many four-seam fastballs he throws. He threw a lot of them last time out, 18 of them against the White Sox after throwing only 6 against the Giants the start before. Delivers one inside, and it's now 2-1 to Yastrzemski.
We also saw an increase in the velocity the last outing.
But increasing the number of four-seamers really changed his repertoire quite a bit and really helped him out last time out. Pitch swung on, fouled off to the left. It's 2-2.
Well, two guys on the opposite end of the spectrum. Talked about Logan Webb the first inning. He's now gone 4 consecutive games without giving up a base hit. First inning's been problematic for May. ERA 7.31.
Yastrzemski talking to home plate umpire Brian O'Nora. And now he gets back in the batter's box. Elliot Ramos, the left fielder, on deck. Here's the wind, the big leg kick, and the 2-2 pitch. And Yastrzemski swings, fouls it off to the left.
Fastball 97, but that was right down the middle of Broadway.
He's challenging Yastrzemski early. Trying to throw one by him. Now May ready to throw again. Glove up covering his face. Now he'll go into his wind and sends this one toward the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's the fastball again. This one at 98.
And he elevated it. And that's just difficult for hitters to get up on top of.
One down here in the bottom of the first inning. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again is named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. First pitch to Ramos is outside and low. 1 ball, no strikes to Elliot Ramos, .269 average to start the game. 14 home runs. 1 out, nobody on. And the kick and the pitch. There's a strike again with a four-seamer. I think he learned something from that last outing, Mo, and he's really racking him up here in the first.
Well, we had been really kind of wondering after the first 15 starts, has he turned into a breaking ball pitcher?
Now the 1-1 pitch. And that is inside. It's 2-1. Went with the breaking ball that time. He was predominantly a sweeper sinker pitcher. But putting the four-seamer back in his repertoire has helped him out, and he lets a sinker go low and away. Now 3-1 to Ramos. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning. Slight breeze blowing out to right center. Right over the bay. The barges are parked out there waiting to go into the bay in Oakland to unload. Here's the pitch. Swung on and well hit up in the air to left field. Underneath it is Michael Conforto. A few steps to his glove side left, and he makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
That was a great pitch. 3-1 count. I mean, hitters love that. But that was 97 in on his hands and jammed him.
Here's Rafael Devers. Devers, wide open stance from the left side. The designated hitter. .261 average overall combined between Boston and San Francisco. 17 home runs. And he'll take a fastball strike.
Devers not a pull hitter. The outfield playing the opposite way. Well, the infield's playing to pull just a couple of steps.
Well, Devers was working out at first base today on the field prior to the game. Was there for quite a while. Here's an 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul, third base side, chasing his Edman. Tommy's got some room on the warning track, makes the catch in front of the wall. And the Giants are retired in order in the bottom half of the first inning. We head to the second at Oracle Park. Dodgers nothing, Giants nothing.
Baseball continues on its official home.
Top of the second inning, no score here in San Francisco. Teoscar Hernandez to lead off for the Dodgers against right-hander Logan Webb. Hernandez, Conforto, and Paez this inning. The breeze is now picked up, blowing out to right center field. Again, the wind is here, and we do expect the temperatures to get down into the mid to low 50s tonight. Pitch is outside to Teoscar. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Teoscar out there starting for the first time since Saturday. Almost a week. Takes it inside, 2-0. Fouled the ball off his left foot. That's his front foot when he's batting. Got the shin guard covering the top of the foot. Takes a strike on the inner half with a changeup. And Teoscar turns and questions Brian O'Nor. Pitch looked to be off the plate inside, but it's 2-1. There's the kick and the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, 2-2 count to Teoscar.
To get in the box as a hitter against Webb, be ready, because he does not take a whole lot of time in between pitches. Pitch clock or no pitch clock.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who pitches like he's double parked. He's got the ball in his hands and he's ready to go. He throws. 2-2, swung on and missed. Strike three. The changeup got him. First strikeout of the night for Logan Webb. One away for the Dodgers. Here's former Giant and Met Michael Conforto. Conforto spent 2 seasons in San Francisco prior to signing with the Dodgers. With 238, 35 home runs in 255 games with the Giants. He takes ball one here. It's inside. Left-handed hitting left fielder Webb throws, and it is up, and it's 2-0. And Webb has been very, very good for these Giants. Strike called at Conforto, 2-1. In fact, his last 4 starts against the Dodgers, he's 2-0 with an ERA under 3 at 2.88. 2-1 pitch inside, 3-1 to Conforto. Coming into the night tonight, he and Garrett Crochet of Boston were tied for the most innings pitched. There's a ground ball foul just wide of third. 120 and a third innings pitched. And no pitcher has pitched more innings in Major League Baseball since 2021 than Logan Webb. Right now, 882 and a third innings.
Conforto with jammed. That bat's out of commission. He has a fresh piece of lumber.
Full count to Conforto. 1 out, nobody on, no score. Here's the 3-2. Swung out and missed. The changeup got him. When Logan Webb has his changeup on, there aren't too many guys that are more effective.
And he doesn't throw it in the strike zone. I mean, that ball was really on the ground by the time it was caught by Bailey, the catcher.
2 outs, and here is Andy Pages. A line by Webb in the pitch. Outside ball 1. Now the Dodgers are in not uncharted waters, but rare waters for them. Pitch foul down the right side and way out of play. 1-1 to Pages, meaning they've lost 6 straight. And this is an important series with the Giants, the team right behind them in the Western standings. 5 back. Dodgers limping to the finish line here in the first half. Hoping the bats can heat up here in San Francisco. Next offer to Pages is down and in.
Well, they're going to have to warm up. In that 6-game losing streak as a team, they're hitting just 190.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at the sweeper, and it's 2-2.
Also, they've been outscored 44 runs to 10, so the ERA is very high in the 6 games that they've dropped.
2-ball, 2-strike pitch from Webb. Pages swings and strikes out. Logan Webb strikes out the side in the top half of the second inning.
To be in the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. We think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people. It's not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
Baseball
on top of the mountain
on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
May looks in with a big right-hander. Big leg kick in the pitch, and that's a little high. He's got a big leg kick, but he doesn't have as big a leg kick as a former Giant who has a statue outside here. Juan Marichal. Marichal's spikes were pointed to the sky when he was in his leg kick. Here's a 1-0, and that's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chapman. Matt Chapman, and the shortstop Willie Adames, and then the center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee. 1-1 pitch to the Giant third baseman from Dustin May. Swing and a chopper foul behind him.
A bite out of home plate umpire Brian Honora. Well, Chapman was injured when the Giants were at Dodger Stadium. This is only game number 71 for the 5-time Gold Glover at third base.
He looks out at May. May shrugs his shoulders, steps back, and delivers the 1-2 pitch. It's outside with a sweeper. 2-2. That's always a great scene here at the ballpark. Completely sold out tonight. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, foul tipped into the glove of Will Smith for strike 3. That was a 4-seamer. Both strikeouts tonight have come on the 4-seam fastball.
And both of them have been elevated.
Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Willie Adames, right-handed hitting shortstop, batting .222. He has 11 home runs this season, and he takes a pitch outside, a sweeper. Well, what we look at from the booth here, we look out into the bay, and then we see the barges getting ready to move in position to go unload, and off to the left, the marina. We're behind the left field wall. Let's see, all the way to Oakland. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Had the binoculars on the Oakland Coliseum a little while ago. You can see it clear as day from where we sit. Straight across the bay, through a couple of sailboats. Just a pretty environment here. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, well hit toward the gap in right center field. That's a long run for Baez. That ball is going to clear the bullpen wall and go out of here. That ball had some backspin on it and carry for Willie Adames, his 12th home run. The Giants strike first. It is 1-0.
Well, the wind had picked up a little bit, but not anything that's really eye-opening at all. But what is eye-opening, you get a fastball right down the middle. And Adames jumped all over it.
14th home run allowed by Dustin May. And here is Jung-Hoo Lee, the center fielder. Batting from the left side. Teoscar playing shallow and right for the lefty. And he's trying to get the dugout's attention, and he's trying to get the umpire's attention at second base, John Bacon. He wants timeout as he's walking toward the infield. Apparently there's a baseball behind him. Or something, maybe not a baseball. What is that?
It's a can. Well, someone threw a can onto the field.
Well, Adames hits it to the deepest part of the yard. And it is 1-0 here in the second inning. Jung-Hoo Lee, a .245 hitter. And he will take a strike. It's his second year coming over from Korea, the Kiwoom Heroes. A teammate and very close friend of the Dodgers, Hae-Sung Kim. 0-2 pitch. And that's a little bit high with a fastball. 1-2 to Jung-Hoo Lee. Now the 1-2 from Dustin May to Lee coming. And a swing and a miss. Strike three. Tied him up with a sweeper inside. Third strikeout for Dustin. 2 away.
Well, friends, Major League Baseball is taking over Atlanta with the game's biggest event. Now, the action begins with the T-Mobile Home Run Derby on ESPN. That's Monday at 5 o'clock Pacific. Then, catch the 95th MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard on Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific on Fox.
Second baseman Casey Schmidt, the batter from the right side. 2 down, bases empty, and Dustin throws low, ball 1. .10 pitch coming from May as he winds and throws to the plate. Strike called to Schmidt. Sweeper caught most of the plate before it went toward the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. That's outside and low. 2 balls and a strike to Casey Schmidt. Dominic Schmidt, the first baseman, on deck. For the Dodgers, Kim, Edman, and then Ohtani due up in the third. Kim playing close to the bag at second up the middle. And Schmidt hits it that way, but it's going to be fielded. And a jump throw gets it to first in plenty of time. Hae-Sung Kim with a nice play. Crossing over to the shortstop side of second. Making the jump throw back against his body to first. And the side retired, but Adames hits a home run to get the Giants on the board.
It's a five-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's pumped on.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Streaming right to your mobile device. LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Son Kim leads off for the Dodgers. Swings the first pitch, grounds it up the middle. That's a base hit. First hit for the Dodgers comes off the bat of Hessun Kim, who provided us with our save of the game defensively. Brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Say goodbye, grass. Hello, rebates. Visit BeWaterwise.com. Giants a 1-0 lead on the Willy Adames home run. And here is Tommy Edman, switch hitter, batting from the left side. And the pitch. And Edmonds swings, fouls it back. Tommy's first at bat brought to you by Edmonds. Get an offer for your car. Find your next one all on Edmonds.com.
Well, first pitch, watching Kim. He did not get a good read on the move by Webb. He was actually moving back towards the bag.
Stretch in the pitch. And that one's low. Changeup outside. Middle infielders at double play depth. Adames, the shortstop, a little closer to the bag. And Casey Schmidt, second baseman, moving on the right side. There goes Kim for second base. Head first slide. He's safe. A stolen base for Hessun Kim. He is 10 for 10.
He was on the move before Webb actually came out of the stretch position. And Bailey threw an absolute rocket down to second base. I mean, Bailey got rid of that ball in a hurry. That would have been very close had the ball been held on to.
Dodgers have the tying run in scoring position. Looked like Adames just dropped the ball.
Yeah, in a replay, if he holds on to the baseball, Kim would have been out, even though he was on the move before Webb came out of the stretch position. Oh, what a quick transfer by Bailey. Catch the ball, throw the ball.
2-2. Nobody out. The pitch to Edman. It's outside, 3-2.
Well, here's where the Dodgers have really struggled in this 6-game losing streak, Tim. They're hitting just 111 coming into this game with runners in scoring position.
3-2 pitch, and Edman bangs this one foul, pulls it off the end of the protective netting down the first base side.
And here's the disparity. The Dodgers in those 6 games hitting 111 runners in scoring position. The opposing teams 356.
Kim leading at second base. Looks like they're going to count that as a disengagement for Webb as he stepped off the rubber. And now he pitches home. And Edman hits a ground ball to first. Dominic Smith grabs it from a knee, stands up, runs over to first, and gets Edman. And that advances Kim to third with Ohtani coming up. 3 unassisted on the putout. Ohtani walked his first time up. And now the Dodgers with one out and the tying run at third.
It's a productive out, especially with 2 strikes, and now you got the chance to score. The infield is going to move in with exception. Not as tightly as going to be the first baseman from a self-defense standpoint.
The line of the first pitch to Shohei. He swings and he hammers one deep to right field. Way back it goes, and that's in the cove. The Swimmers are after it as Shohei Ohtani gives the Dodgers a 2-1 lead with his 32nd home run of the season. An absolute blast over the landing in right field and directly into the water.
Boy, that's McCovey Cove on a cut fastball right down the middle. Oh, did that get hit hard. Daniel Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
Mookie swings, fouls it back. So the Dodgers with a 2-1 lead. Ohtani now has 60 runs batted in. He has scored 89. He leads Major League Baseball in runs scored. Now Logan Webb delivers. And Mookie hits a high fly ball foul down the right field side. For Logan Webb, his 8th home run surrendered this season. An absolute no-doubter off the bat of Shohei Ohtani, who will be the starting pitcher here tomorrow. Now the 0-2 pitch. And Betts looks at strike 3. Just a sinker that caught the top part of the strike zone. Mookie's 0 for 2. Mookie is 7 for his last 42 over his last 10 games plus tonight. Freddie Freeman is 3 for his last 23. Grounded to second his first time up tonight. And the pitch inside to Freeman. Two outs, bases empty. 2-1 Dodgers lead it. Top of the 3rd inning. Strike called inside corner to Freddie.
Well, that home run by Ohtani, even the guys out in McCovey Cove on the kayaks knew it was going to be gone.
1-1 pitch. Slowly hit ground ball left side of the infield. Chapman, the third baseman, has it. Throws on to first. And the side is retired. But the Dodgers pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. Home run by Ohtani. Nobody left. And after 2.5 in San Francisco, it's the Dodgers 2, Giants 1.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's punt off.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Dodgers, bottom of the 3rd inning. Dominic Smith, the first baseman, facing Dustin May. As May gets ready to fire one home. He goes into his wind, and here comes the pitch. And it is in for a strike. So the home run by Ohtani in his 32nd. He has reclaimed the club lead in RBIs. And there's more. Here's an 0-1 pitch to Smith. A little bit low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. So for the Dodgers, it's the 8th time a Dodger hitter has had what they call a splash home run here. Putting it directly into the cove. Popped up by Dominic Smith. Shortstop Mookie Betts under it, backpedaling on the outfield grass. He makes the catch. 1 down for the Giants in the bottom of the 3rd. And the last guy to get a splash home run hit was a pretty memorable one. Madison Bumgarner threw it. This was back in the 2021 season during the month of May. Max Muncy and Bumgarner yelled at Muncy and said, "Get around the bases," or something to that effect. And Muncy said, "Why don't you go get it out of the ocean?" Patrick Bailey bunts hard down the third base side, and it goes just foul. Oh, good idea by Bailey with Edman playing well off the line, but the ball took a left turn before the bag.
I'll tell you what, if that had been a base hit, the Dodgers might have wanted to make an appeal. It looked like Bailey's foot was on home plate. Now, it's okay if it's partially on the plate, as long as part of his foot is in contact with the line signifying the batter's box.
What he is trying to do is a far cry from what he did the other night against the Phillies here, where he hit a walk-off inside the park home run. 0-1 pitch, outside, 1-1. Those don't happen very often when you have an inside the park home run period. Never mind one that walks off a game. It was a 2-run homer, and Giants came back to beat the Phillies. 1-1, fired in for a strike.
Well, it was the first inside the park walk-off home run by a catcher since Benny Tate did it in 1926.
The wind and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second. Ha-Seong Kim right there. Grabs it, sidearms to first. 2 down. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Well, back to the top of the order. Here's Mike Yastrzemski. 0 for 1, struck out swinging on a fastball in the first inning. Here's the wind by Dustin May. The pitch right there for a strike. Started him with a sweeper. Oh, and 1 to Yastrzemski. And now an 0-1 pitch from May. Swing and a miss at a cutter. Cutter right down the middle. A little bit toward the top side of the strike zone. Now Yastrzemski wants time. And it's granted by home plate umpire Brian O'Nora. 2 outs, base is empty. Nothing in 2, the count to Mike Yastrzemski. May ready to fire. Here comes his 39th pitch of the ball game. It's swung on, hit to right center field and deep, heading back toward the wall. It's going to bounce in front of the wall and triples alley. Rumbling around first and into second with a 2-out double is Yastrzemski. He'll stop there rather than try it with 2 down. And the tying run is at second.
Well, smart base running because it would have been close if he had made it. But if he doesn't make it, the inning is over and no chance to knock in that run.
14th double of the season for Yastrzemski. Been a very solid player over the years for the Giants. Played a lot of center field here, but pretty much settled in right. Elliot Ramos, right-handed hitting left fielder. And he will take a strike.
The Giants are 26th in team average. They're 20th in runs. They're 25th in home runs. But they have been playing very good baseball.
And now an 0-1 pitch to Ramos out of the stretch. It's low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Since the 3rd of July, the Giants have gained 4 games on the Dodgers. Dodgers didn't have a 9-game lead.
One ball, 1 strike pitch to Ramos. 2 down, runner at second. Pitch is popped up. Shallow right, twisting near foul ground. That's a long run for Teoscar. He catches it in fair territory where the grass and the track meet right near the foul line. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left.
Well, this is the most famous jersey in baseball, right? The Yankee pinstripes, the interlocking NY. In the Midnight Navy. I was a Yankee fan growing up my whole life, die hard, and became a free agent after 7 years with the Rockies, and I wanted to be a Yankee so bad. Putting this jersey on for a headshot for the first time, it felt different than any other shirt I'd ever put on in my career.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bach beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town. Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Booth on your official home of Los.
Smith, the batter, facing right-hander Logan Webb. And the pitch is inside for a ball. And next week, Will Smith will probably be catching Logan Webb in the All-Star game. They'll be teammates representing the National League. 1-0, wave and a miss. Will lost the handle on the bat, had a one-handed swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-run home run by Shohei Ohtani, the difference in this one. A 410-foot smash into McCovey Cove. Sweepers outside by Webb, 2-1. And a 2-1 pitch from Logan Webb. That's down the middle for a strike. And Webb from the Sacramento area. And he steps back, turns, delivers the 2-2. That's low. 3-2 to Will.
That's the story on Webb. Talked about on the pregame show with 2 strikes the last 2 years. He's thrown the next pitch a strike less than 40% of the time. So he's trying to get hitters to expand the strike zone.
Well, this is his 18th career start against the Dodgers. He's 5-6. 3-2. And Will hits it up in the air to center field, drifting over slightly to right center field is Jung-Hoo Lee. He'll make the catch. 1 gone for the Dodgers in the top of the 4th inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Teoscar Hernandez, the batter. He takes one outside, ball 1. Teoscar struck out swinging on a changeup in the 2nd inning. 0 for 1 tonight. Fouls one off to the right, not a play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Teoscar Hernandez.
Hey friends, while you're listening to Dodger games, you can have your favorite food delivered with Uber Eats. Now just open the app, order from a local spot, and enjoy every moment of the action.
1-1 pitch. Wave and a miss and a changeup. 1-2. Webb rubbing up the baseball, steps on the rubber, and gets into the line quickly. The 1-2. That's outside. When a pitcher's working this fast as a hitter, what's that advantage to the pitcher, or you just got to be in there ready to hit?
Well, you have to be ready to hit. The pitch clock's not your friend if you're trying to slow him down.
2-2 popped up right side, turning foul, and that'll go into the seats in the right field corner.
That's the difference. We talk about the pitch clock and how it affects pitchers. Well, the same way with hitters. And you get against a guy like tonight with Webb who likes to work rapidly. If they're successful, you like to break up their routine. But with that pitch clock clicking down, you can only do it for so long.
I don't know if Webb bothers to look at it or not. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a changeup for the 2nd time tonight. That's 5 strikeouts for Logan Webb. And he's got 3 of the 5 on a changeup. 2 on the sinker. 2 down, Michael Conforto, the batter from the left side. Looks out at his former teammate, now takes a pitch down and in. 1-0. Next offer, Conforto hits it up in the air to shallow left field. On the run, coming in toward the infield is Elliot Ramos to make the catch. And the Dodgers retired 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Giants designated hitter Rafael Devers will lead off in the bottom of the 4th inning. Dodgers 2 and the Giants 1. Devers, left-handed hitter. Wide open stance, looks out at Dustin May. The kick, the pitch. It's up high and outside, ball 1. A lot was made when the Giants were in town in Los Angeles. It was a Sunday when word came down about the trade. Dodgers and Giants were playing on Sunday Night Baseball. And that was the big story of the evening. The fact that Boston had sent Devers to the Giants. 2 balls and no strikes to Devers out of the Dominican Republic, and he takes a ball, and it's 3-0. Three ball, no strike count to Rafael Devers. There's the wind by Dustin May, his pitch. Misses high and away, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Devers. The chances are very good Devers isn't going to be running anywhere. He's been nursing a sore groin and a sore back. And that has prevented him from doing as much work at first base as he has wanted to lately. He did get out there and take ground balls today, however. And now Matt Chapman, the batter. 1 out, nobody. 1 man on and nobody out. And the first pitch to Chapman is low, ball 1. There was a whole story about Devers in Boston. The narrative was that he didn't want to play anywhere but third base, but Chapman takes up and in. That's 6 straight balls thrown by Dustin May. Will Smith's going to pay a visit to the mound to find out what's going on. And the mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
There's another story, too. The Devers was going to take ground balls under the tutelage of former All-Star Will Clark with the Giants. There's a report, well, he didn't show for 3 consecutive days. Will Clark says it's a bunch of hooey. Because Devers did not want to work out. That's when the Red Sox were in. He did not want to work out at first with the Red Sox first base dugout right there close. And as you mentioned, he's still nursing a couple of different injuries.
He's been sore. They have been working with him extensively at first base with ground balls, and they wanted to give him a break.
Yeah, and Will Clark was very upset about the story. He said it's a bunch of hogwash.
2-ball, no strike pitch now out of the stretch. Here it comes. And it's delivered for a strike. Fastball right down the middle, and Chapman taking all the way. That's Son Kim playing up the middle, slightly to the right of second base. Nobody out. Runner at first is Devers. 2-1 Dodgers. 2-1 pitch. That's low. 3-1 to Chapman. Three ball, 1 strike pitch coming to Chapman. Left side of the infield deep. And May throws home. And that's inside ball 4. And he has pitched himself into a bit of a jam now. First and second and nobody out. Willie Adames, who clicked him for an opposite field home run last time up, digging in from the right side now. So Devers at second base, Chapman at first. And Dustin May needs a little help here. One-run lead for the Dodgers. May stretching from the belt, delivers home. And it's low and outside with a sweeper.
Oh, and that missed by 1.5 feet.
It's strange because the first 3 innings, he was very, very good. And all of a sudden here in the 4th inning, he can't buy a strike. Now a 1-0 pitch coming to Adames. And a strike called outside corner with a fastball. Now when you notice a hitter, or I should say, when you notice a pitcher struggling, you're just looking for a pitch in a certain location at that point?
You're getting greedy at that point because you know that he has to throw a strike.
He throws a strike and it's fouled off to the right.
It's like going into a restaurant and the chef comes out and says, hey, by the way, the appetizer's on us.
That happened to you last night?
No.
No?
But it was worth it.
It was good though, wasn't it? 1 ball, 2 strike pitch now to Adames. And he looks at one low and away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2-1 Dodgers leading, bottom of the 4th. Dustin May firing home the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to offer of a sweeper.
Yeah, that would have been ball 3. That pitch, breaking ball, was well off the plate outside.
4th strikeout, the 2nd on the sweeper for Dustin May. And now the fleet-footed center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee, is up.
And I think with what you just said, Tim, that basically sends a message to infielders. Yeah, the guy at home plate not only can run fast, batting from the left side. So ground ball, make certain of 1. You'd love to get 2.
Pitch to Lee is low and in.
For the guy that runs fast, batting from the left side, that's an extra step and a half that he has in order to get to the bag that a right-handed hitter does not have.
2 on, 1 out. May set at the belt. Checks the runner at second. Kicks, comes home. And the ball pulled into the Dodger dugout on the first base side. Pinballing around in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. May's 1-1 offer to Jung-Hoo Lee. Strike call. Fastball high in the zone. 1-2 to Lee. Lee struck out on a sweeper in the second inning. And with May ahead in the count, we'll see if he goes back to that. May out of the stretch. Zips one home, and it is outside for a ball. He did go to the sweeper, but it just never came back over the plate. Two and two, the count. Now the pitch. That's swung on, hit in the air to right center. Over to get it is Teoscar. It's over his head and off the wall. Devers around third to score. Right behind him is Chapman, and Lee's already at third. A two-run triple, and the Giants take a 3-2 lead. It looked like a ball that Teoscar was going to catch. And it just kept carrying, and at the last moment went over the edge of his glove and all the way to the wall. And the Giants have stormed right back to take a one-run lead.
Well, you're having difficulty throwing strikes consistently. And then you got a 2-2 count, and you throw another pitch down the big part of the plate.
So the two walks come back to haunt. One out, runner at third base. Infield is in for Casey Schmidt. Pitch outside, ball one. Well, anytime you walk the first two hitters of an inning, you're asking for trouble. 1-0 pitch now to the right-handed hitting Schmidt. He swings and fouls it back. And somehow, some way, Dustin needs to get an out without advancing the base runner here. Infield in, outfield straight up. Regular depth, a little bit shallow and right for Teoscar. Here's the 1-1. That one is belted to left field. Conforto coming in. He makes the catch. Lee will tag. Here comes the throw. It is in time to get him. Oh, what a throw by Michael Conforto. Absolutely perfect. And a great tag by Will Smith to finish the play.
Giants want a look at it. The throw was right there where the tag was going to be applied.
샌프란시스코 is telling the outfield home plate.
That's the voice of Laz Diaz, the crew chief. And take nothing away from the throw from Conforto. He put it right on the plate. And for the Giants, it's worth taking a look. Certainly.
Well, it looked like the tag was on the back of the right leg. The question is, did the right foot get in and touch the plate in time? At the first look, it did not appear to be that way. I mean, that throw is absolutely picture perfect, right to the glove to make the tag. And I did not think this is going to be overturned.
It looks like the left wrist of Will Smith might have touched the leg of Jung-Hoo Lee, but we'll see what they come up with in New York.
It was on the back of, well, to me it looked like the tag went to the back of the Achilles tendon area of the left leg.
They're taking a good long look.
Did the shoe hit the plate before the tag was made? I mean, this is just a, well, with their hands full back at Replay Central in New York, Ron Culpa and Lance Barksdale, the two umpires, reviewing this.
So one thing about the shoe of Lee is he slid into the toe of Will Smith, and that might have prevented the spike from crossing the plate earlier. And the other question is, do they have clear and convincing evidence to overturn it? The call is out on the field.
Yeah,
so
that's the burden of proof, that it has to be convincing in order to overturn.
And they are taking a long time to look at this.
I mean, this is going to be either the call stands or it's overturned. And we're talking hundredths of a second.
That's going to be really difficult to tell. We still have no word. I'm watching Laz Diaz, the crew chief, and you can sort of tell when he gets the word, he'll get into position for the TV cameras. And he's not quite there yet, but I think he's going to tell us.
After review, the call stands. The runner is out. That's
So they could not determine for sure. And Conforto will get a tremendous outfield assist. Will Smith.
Five-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's prime time.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
The fifth inning is presented by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at yamava.com.
The Paez leads off the top of the fifth inning, 3-2 Giants. Logan Webb deals on the sweeper outside, ball one. Bottom of the order, Paez, Kim, and Edman. And Andy bounces one toward the left side, backhanded in the hole, jump throw to first. Too late, and a base hit for Andy Paez. Willie Adames tried to make a spectacular play on him, but the throw just too late. And Paez beat it out for an infield single.
Yeah, and especially with Paez and the speed that he has going down that line.
Leadoff man aboard for the Dodgers, and Ha-Seong Kim coming up for the second time. He's 1 for 1. Stole a base and scored a run. Well, the play at the plate, a big difference right now. And Kim takes a strike. And the replay umpire back in New York just could not find enough evidence to overturn the call on the field. So the call stood. 0-1, wave and a miss as Kim pulled way off it. He was looking down the right field line by the time he finished his swing. Middle infield playing for two, nobody out. Time called at the plate. Well, Conforto had to put that baseball in one spot, and he got it there. Here's the 0-2. Strike three called on a fastball that was up high. Looked to be up high and out of the strike zone. Kim questioned Onora, and he said, nope, you're out. Well, one man on, one man out, and here's Tommy Edman with Shohei Ohtani on deck. Stretched by Logan Webb. He fires one home low. 3 runs on 3 hits for San Francisco. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Dodgers. Pitch swung on and hit in the air to shallow center. Lee on the run. He'll run underneath it and make the catch. Ball just hung up in the air. And Edman is out. He's 0 for 2. And here comes Shohei.
Well, friends, you can join us at Dodger Stadium anytime. How about World Champion Player Rings Night? July 21st against the Twins. First 40,000 fans in attendance will take home the special World Champion Player Ring presented by Budweiser. Come on out. Celebrate the champions. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Ohtani facing Webb. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike. 0-1 to Shohei. Pages leads at first, and Ohtani takes a little bit upstairs. 1-1. 281 the current average. 32 home runs to lead the National League. Webb out of the stretch fires, and that's a strike called. He's been elevating a lot of pitches. He's hanging around the top of the strike zone to a lot of hitters. Sometimes he's getting the calls when they're out of the zone, too. That one was right on the top of the strike zone. 2 outs, 1 on. 1-2 pitch to Shohei Ohtani from right-hander Logan Webb. That's low and outside.
You know, the fastball elevated, that's the bread and butter for Webb. Came into this ballgame 133 punch-outs. And almost 2/3 of those strikeouts are elevated fastballs.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back.
And that was elevated.
Right down the middle, but at the top of the zone. And Ohtani put a pretty good swing on it, too. Ends up staying alive. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and a hit in the air to left center and deep. That ball heading back near the wall. Caught by Jung-Hoo Lee and a dead run. And he bangs into the wall in left center. Well, Ohtani gave it a ride, but the ballpark held it. And some spectacular out.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's punt time.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
First baseman Dominic Smith leads off for the Giants in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 3-2, San Francisco leads. Smith 0 for 1. He popped up to Mookie Betts at short in the 3rd inning. 8-9-1 due up for San Francisco. Dustin May kicks and deals one home, and that's in there for a called strike.
We'll see if May has been able to readjust the sights. Had difficulty in the 4th with finding the strike zone consistently.
Well, walked the first 2 men, and it came back to bite him. Now an 0-1 pitch to Dominic Smith. That's low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mays wind and he fires one home high and away, 2-1. Padres are home tonight taking on the Phillies. Bottom of the 7th inning. 3-2. San Diego with the lead. Diamondbacks trailing the Angels 5-4 in Anaheim, top of the 6th. 2-1. That swung on, well hit to left. Conforto on the run. He is at the track. He is to the wall. It's gone. An opposite field home run for Dominic Smith. Just his 2nd home run of the season. And the Giants now have a 4-2 lead. Second home run given up tonight by Dustin May, the 15th of the season.
And Smith went out and got it. That ball was on the outside part of the plate.
A leadoff home run for Dominic Smith in the bottom of the 5th. Now Patrick Bailey, the switch hitting catcher, up from the left side. Strike 1 to him. Dave Roberts, prior to the game today, asked by members of the media about the 6-game losing streak the Dodgers are currently on. 0-1 pitch. There's a smack into right field on the ground, a base hit. And Bailey aboard with nobody out. One of the things that Dave said about it is he said, look, we don't care who we're playing tonight. And that meant no disrespect to the rivalry. He just said, we need a win. And he said the fact that we are playing the Giants gives us extra motivation. He said, but we've just got to win a ball game and do everything we can to do that. And right now, they're on the wrong side of the score almost halfway through the game.
There's another breaking ball in the middle part of the plate.
Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, goes out and has a word.
Well, the Giants, again, since the 3rd of July, they've been able to close 4 games in the difference in the standings. On the 3rd, they were 9 games out. They start tonight 5 out. A victory would make it 4. So the Giants have won 6 of their last 10. And for the Dodgers, they lost 4. Make that 4. They won only 4 of the last 10. And in that time, they've hit barely 200. And their ERA is almost 5.
Mike Jastrzemski 1 for 2, doubled in the 3rd inning, struck out back in the 1st. Nobody out, man on. Pitch up high, ball 1. Dodgers get left-handed action in the bullpen going. Alex Vesia starting to throw. This will be the 72nd pitch for Dustin May. And it is inside for a ball. 2-0 to Jastrzemski. 4-2 Giants, bottom of the 5th inning. Short lead at first by Bailey.
And that's an understatement.
And the pitch in for a strike. I think if he fell backwards toward the base, he might hit the top of his knee on the base. And he's just, 2 feet off, maybe 3. I think he got another foot there. He might be 3.5 feet off the bag now. 2-1. It's low, 3-1. May falling behind Jastrzemski, and he is getting himself into some trouble. The walk's a problem. He's allowed 2 home runs, 1 to Adames and 1 to Smith. Stretching the 3-1 to Jastrzemski. Missed inside, ball 4. 2 men are on, and nobody out. And the night's getting shorter for Dustin May. There's Elliot Ramos, flied out twice, once to left and once to right. Anthony Banda now warming for the Dodgers.
And the dugout just yelled out to Will Smith, make a trip to the mound.
Buy Banda some time. Well, couple of guys playing long ball in baseball today. Cody Bellinger of the Yankees. 3 home runs for Bellinger in their game tonight against the Cubs. 11-0 Yankees beat Chicago. And the Seattle Mariners knocked off the Tigers 12-3. How about Cal Raleigh, the catcher for Seattle? 2 home runs in this one, including a grand slam. 37-38. He's 1 away from tying the all-time record for home runs before the All-Star break. And 2 more games to get there. Ramos at the plate, right-handed batter. Bailey at second, Yastrzemski at first, nobody out, stretch by May. Sends one home, it is popped up, shallow right field. In comes Teoscar Hernandez to make the catch, and the runners stay put. 1 man out. Boston got a win at Fenway over the Rays, 5-4. So then Raffaello with a walk-off home run for the Red Sox. Dodgers will be there on the first road trip after the All-Star break. Colorado got a win over the Reds, 3-2 in Cincinnati. 22 wins now for Colorado. Rafael Devers walked and scored in the 4th. And popped up foul to Tommy Edman at third base in the 1st inning. So 2 on, 1 out for Devers. 4-2. Giants lead it. Home half of the 5th inning. May ready to fire. Here's his pitch. And this is up high. Start seeing the fog rolling in now as we look out over the left field wall behind the palm trees and the marina. Lights at full effect here at Oracle Park. 1 ball, no strike pitch. And Devers fouls it off to the left. 1-1. Devers open stance from the left side. His front right foot almost touching the back chalk line. The pitch swung on, and that is fouled off of Will Smith.
Yeah, they had a pickoff at second base. It was planned. Smith was coming up from the crouch position, and Betts was coming in behind the runner at second base, but the ball's fouled off.
Brian O'Nora, the home plate umpire, goes and cleans off home plate, looks up at Will, says, "Are you all right?" He took it right off the mask. Foul ball square off the mask, but he's ready, crouching back behind the plate. 1-2 to Devers. And the pitch coming from Dustin May. He pauses, kicks, delivers. Up high for a ball, 2-2.
Yeah, Devers' stance, his front foot, and batting from the left side. His right foot is like he's trying to reach back and keep it out of the batter's box. It's not quite out of the batter's box.
2 on, 1 out, 2-2 pitch. Came way inside with a sweeper, almost got him on the leg. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, here's where hitters, I've always felt, have an advantage. And the reason is because you're having trouble throwing the breaking ball over. You just threw 2 back-to-back that weren't close. You don't want to walk the bases full. You got to be looking for a heater right here.
Payoff pitch. Very close. Missed inside with a cutter. He's walked him. And the bases are full of Giants with 1 out.
Yeah, that's just giving too many opportunities to the other ball club because you're not finding that plate that's 17 inches wide.
Right now, he's got Matt Chapman up. Chapman is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk, and the pitch inside, ball 1.
And that wasn't close.
And how the count changes, 1-0 to 0-1. Strike 1 is the best pitch in the book. And the stretch, and here comes the 1-0 to Chapman. Not even close again. This one way outside. The Dodgers are going to have a problem with Dustin May here, and they're going to have to get him out soon. He is really struggling to find the plate, falling behind 2-0 with the bases loaded here. Two-0 pitch to Chapman. He swings, hits a tapper towards second. Kim will tag the runner, throw to first too late, and the run scores. So they get Devers for an assisted. Chapman safe at first on the fielder's choice, and the runner Bailey comes in from third to score. Advancing from second to third is Yastrzemski. Ball was just hit too slow. They couldn't get two out of it. And Dave Roberts is coming to get Dustin right now. So Dustin May is going to leave runners at first and third. He's given up two more runs this inning. Giants have a 5-2 lead. Anthony Banda is going to come on to take over, the left-hander, when we come back after the pitching change timeout. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's Panto.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Share the good times at Shakey's today.
Left-hander Anthony Banda takes over for Dustin May. Leads with 2 men on base. 5 earned runs allowed, 5 hits. 4 2/3 innings pitched. 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. And May's evening is through. Banda will come on to try to get the last out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 43rd appearance for Banda, 4-1 and a 3.95 ERA. Facing Willie Adames, the right-handed hitting shortstop. 5-2 Giants lead. And Banda kicks and fires home, and it's outside ball 1. Well, as good as May was last time out against the White Sox, he started off that way, but Adames got him for a home run in the 2nd inning. After that, he calmed down, but 2 walks in the 4th, 2 more in the 5th. This pitch fouled back and into the seats, way out of play.
Well, the last couple of innings, too many non-competitive pitches. And by that, we're talking about, last 2 innings, walk 4. Didn't find the strike zone consistently and was missing the strike zone by a foot and a half at times.
Runner at first, Chapman. Yastrzemski at third. There's a swing and a miss at a slider. Ball and 2 strikes now to Adames. Adames struck out swinging his last time at the plate. That was in the 4th inning. Adames trying to get the Dodgers back to the bat rack. The offense needs to wake up. Betts, Freeman, and Smith due up. Now a 1-2 pitch coming to Adames from Anthony Banda. Swung on, fouled behind him, back by the Giants on deck circle. Picked up by Jung-Hoo Lee, who's on deck. Right side of the infield wide open. Ha-Seong Kim playing close to the bag. Left side of the infield deep. And Freeman holding the runner at first. A step to first and a throw over. And Chapman is back standing. Five runs, 5 hits for San Francisco. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Dodgers. 1-2 pitch. That's swung on, belted to right center and deep. On the run, Pages. Andy Pages won't get it. That's into Triple's alley. 1 run is in. Here comes another. Around second and into third is Adames. It's a 2-out, 2-run triple. And the Giants have taken a 7-2 lead.
And that came on a 1-2 count. Fastball up and out over the plate.
Second triple of the season for Adames. His 3rd RBI of the game. And the Giants are tearing into the Dodgers here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Jung-Hoo Lee takes outside ball 1. That will close the book on Dustin May, who will end up giving up 7 earned runs tonight. And the man at third, Adames, is Banda's responsibility. 1-0 way inside, almost hit it. 2-0 to Jung-Hoo Lee, who tripled his last time up. For Lee, that was his 8th triple of the season. And the pitch. Ball 3 high. In right center field, it goes out to the deepest part of the ballpark, 415. It's 391 to dead center, but you get one in the gap to right center, you can run for a while here. 3-0 pitch, strike call. Well, the stretch by the lefty Banda, kind of bent over toward first. Now he'll kick and fire. Swing and a bouncer to first base, backhanded by Freeman. Long toss to Banda, safe at first, and the run scores.
Banda was late off the mound, and the problems continue with the Dodgers.
An infield single, a run batted in.
Banda may have gotten spiked on the play. Well, Banda, actually, he got a good jump, but he tripped. You know, his momentum takes him towards the third base bag. He pinwheeled around, took 3 steps, and then stumbled on his way to first base. Recovered, but not to the bag quickly enough.
Banda will get a few warm-up tosses as the trainer Thomas Albert and manager Dave Roberts look on. It is 8-2, a 6-run lead here in the 5th for San Francisco. Now, before panic sets in, probably should throw this nugget at you. The Dodgers haven't lost 7 straight games since they lost 11 in a row in September of 2017. But they also won the pennant in 17. They still won 104 games and went to the World Series that year. Not to mean that this doesn't mean anything, it does, but just that the last time they lost 7 or more in a row, they still had a great season. Casey Schmidt, the second baseman, takes the ball down and in 1-0. And Banda holding the ball behind his back now comes set. Lee leads at first, the pitch. Swung on and missed at a slider. A 5 spot for the Giants here in the 5th inning. 5 in the 5th. One and one the count. Now Bonda throws home. Missed outside with a slider. Dodgers had a 2-1 lead at one point in this ball game after Ohtani's home run in the 3rd. And all Giants since. 2-1 pitch. Way up high, 3-1. And Bonda needs a strike here, and Schmidt an advantage count for the hitter. 3 balls and a strike. 2 down. Jung-Hoo Lee, the runner at first. Hands on his knees. Held on by Freeman. Kicking the pitch. Missed inside, ball 4. And Schmidt walks. It's the 3rd walk of the inning by Dodger pitching. Lee goes over to second base. First and second, 2 down. And Dominic Smith, who started this mess with an opposite field home run, to lead this inning off. Left-handed hitting first baseman. Left on left matchup as Bonda sends one down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Stretch, look at the runner at second base. Now the pitch home. Swing and a miss at a slider away. It's 0-2. And Mookie Betts set to lead off in the 6th. Dodgers and the Giants on the 14th of June were tied. Dodgers went on a tear, built a 9-game lead. It's back to 5. And a swing and a foul straight back. If the Giants win tonight, they'll cut it to 4. Still time for the Dodgers to come back in this one. And it's just a matter of time before the bats get going again. They have been more toward ice cold than anything else. And the 0-2 on the way. A check swing and a peel down to third. He didn't go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a 1-2 pitch with runners leading at first and second. This time he appeared to go around, but third base umpire Laz Diaz said he didn't, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes as Bonda is ready to go. He sends a pitch toward the plate. It is popped up on the infield left side. Third baseman Tommy Edman, lip of the infield grass, makes the catch, and the side is retired. The Giants bat around in the 5th. They put 5.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's punt on.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted a famous dog, so she told me to do it.
By Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out.
Logan Webb. Betts tonight is 0 for 2. Struck out looking his last time up, and he takes a strike here. And it's 0-2 on Mookie. And he swings and fouls one off to the right of the next pitch. It was a sweeper outside. Mookie will not be attending the Midsummer Classic and participating in it for the first time in a while. Trying to remember the last year he wasn't an All-Star. Now the wind and the 0-2 pitch. It hit him. Oh, Mookie got hit. It looked like on the leg or the knee, and he is down and appears to be in a great deal of pain.
At first blush, it looked like it was in the knee area. And there's no padding there.
He's still on his hands and knees. And now trying to stand up. And he does stand up on his own power, now limping, trying to work it off as he makes his way toward the first baseline. And he got it on the inside of the right thigh. It just missed his left knee. It was a sinker that just had a ton of arm side run and came back in on him. And got him in the fleshy part of the thigh.
Well, the question is, as this game progresses, how tight does his right leg get?
And Mookie walking down to first base still. Hasn't yet touched the bag. Freddie Freeman coming up. So man on and nobody out.
It's only the second batter that Webb has hit this year.
Freddie Freeman is 0 for 2. Grounded to second in the first, grounded to third in the third. 8 runs, 7 hits for the Giants. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Dodgers. First ball swinging, fly ball left field. Right in front of the warning track is Elliot Ramos. He makes the catch, and Freddie's 0 for 3.
Well, there's some investigative reporting going on tonight. Every time that Shohei Ohtani walks onto the field, it's covered by a very large group. And I don't care if you speak English or Japanese. I mean, he is the story everywhere that he goes. Well, they found the gentleman that retrieved the ball in McCovey Cove and got his name. Asked him how he's doing. He goes, ecstatic to have the baseball, and he's cold.
Will Smith takes a strike. I would figure he's cold. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he dove off of his kayak or off somebody else's boat.
Well, his name is Brad Leonard.
0-1 pitch to Smith. And Will bangs it into center field. That ball's going to get down for a hit, and it skips past Lee all the way to the wall. Mookie around second. He'll be held at third. And in with a stand-up double is Will Smith. 16th double of the season for Will.
Will Smith just has really quick hands. It's the barrel of the bat through the hitting zone. That was not a bad pitch. It was tailing up and in.
Teoscar Hernandez has a chance to get a run or two in. J.P. Martinez, the pitching coach for the Giants, is going to go out and talk to Logan Webb.
Talking about Teoscar, you can celebrate Teoscar Hernandez Tuesday, July 22nd. That's when the Twins are in 7-10. Why? Well, the first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a special Teoscar Hernandez bobblehead presented by Daiso. So for tickets and more information, just visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Teoscar has struck out twice tonight.
Those are 2 huge runs on base right now. Whereas every run is huge right now. You're down by 6.
Webb stretching the pitch. Teoscar takes a strike on the inside corner. Pretty good chance he'll see the changeup here. Both times he struck out on the changeup. 0-1 from Webb. And Teoscar hits this one in the air deep to right center. On the run is Lee, and he will not get it. It's off his glove and rolling around the warning track. Here comes Betson to score. Will Smith right behind him. And Teoscar Hernandez with a 2-run double. It is 8-4.
Well, Lee ran a long way. It looked like the ball was in the glove, but he could not maintain it. I mean, you can run forever into that corner. That was a breaking ball out over the plate. So the Dodgers indeed pick up those 2 runs, and hopefully they're not through yet in this inning.
Michael Conforto coming up.
Yeah, it was off the glove. Bounced out, hit right off the little finger of the glove.
Pitch to Conforto. He takes a strike over the outside half. 8-4 now. Dodgers get 2 back here in the 6th. 1 out. Hernandez off second base. The pitch. Conforto takes strike 2. Pitch was right down the middle. Andy Pages on deck. Webb walking down the back slope of the mound, looking out to center field. Giants have Randy Rodriguez, a right-hander, warming up. Rodriguez heading to the All-Star game. Now the pitch. That's up high for a ball. He elevated that pitch, trying to get Conforto to chase. Webb out of the stretch, kicks, fires. And it's low, 2-2. Yastrzemski in right field, playing over toward the right field corner. Huge gap in right center field for Conforto. Enormous. 2-2 pitch. And that's just above the strike zone for ball 3. Again, Webb is on a fishing expedition when he goes up in the zone like that. Teoscar leads at second, 1 out, 3-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to center field and deep. This ball heading back to the wall. It is gone! A home run! Michael Conforto, a 2-run shot. It is 8-6. And Conforto makes it a 2-run game with his 8th home run of the year.
Great at bat, down 0-2. And from a Dodgers standpoint, this is a different game now. They've got to feel as they're back in it.
Bob Melvin coming out to get Logan Webb as his former teammate Michael Conforto chases him with a 2-run home run. Oh, what a blast for Michael Conforto. Andy Pages will face Randy Rodriguez when we come back after the pitching change timeout. The Dodgers have stormed back with 4 runs here in the top of the 6th inning. The score.
Boomer is the dog. Then he looked good. I just followed his picture all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's prime time.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Doctor today at chla.org.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants.
All-star reliever Randy Rodriguez comes in to face Andy Pages. Base is empty. One man is out. Dodgers just 2 runs down now, 8-6, as Rodriguez gets set to face Andy Pages. Pitching change brought to you by Navien, HVAC and water heater products. Stretching the pitch, and Pages takes a strike.
Rodriguez, strikeout pitcher, 39 innings, 54 strikeouts. He's not allowed a run in his last 7 games.
0-1 pitch. And Pages couldn't check his swing on appeal. First base umpire Mike Estabrook ruled a strike. 0-2 to Pages. 40th appearance for Rodriguez, 3-1. His ERA 0.69. And the opposition only hitting 163 against him. All-star numbers. Bullpen for the Giants been very, very good. Here's an 0-2. This one is hit up in the air to right center field. Should be playable for Yastrzemski. He'll make the catch for the second out. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Ha-Seong Kim, second baseman, 1 for 2. Left-handed hitter to face the right-hander Rodriguez, who sends one low and in. Chapman, the third baseman, even with the bag off the line, toes almost touching the infield grass. Middle infielders deep. 1-0 pitch out of the stretch. And that's a strike called. The bullpen for the Giants has an ERA of 3.17. That's the best relief ERA in baseball. And now a 1-1. And that's just outside and low. Dodgers have left-hander Jack Dreyer warming up. 2-1 to Ha-Seong Kim. And the pitch. Kim fouls it back. Wouldn't you like to see Kim hit winning triples alley?
Yeah, it would be.
Watch him run.
That home run by Michael Conforto, Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor. Trip around the diamond and your family jewelers is 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
2-2 fouled out of the catcher's mitt. Still 2-2 to Ha-Seong Kim. Kim had a base hit in the third, stole a base, and scored on Ohtani's home run. 2-2 from Rodriguez. Swung on, and that is a grounder off the glove of the shortstop Adames. A backhand attempt. And that's going to be a base hit for Kim.
Yeah, that was not very well played. You know, as a shortstop looking in, that's a breaking ball away. And the ball, as you're looking towards home plate, is going to be moving from your left to your right. But he simply did not move his feet to where he could have a better chance to catch the ball. And now the Dodgers hopefully can cash in.
They've got the tying run at the plate. There goes Kim for second base. Throw down by Bailey on a hop, not even close. A head-first slide beats the throw. And Ha-Seong Kim has his 11th stolen base of the season and his second of the game tonight.
And something to keep in mind, too. Second time tonight that we've seen Bailey. And this was not an easy location for him to be able to catch the ball and got rid of it. He gets rid of it in a hurry.
1 ball, no strike pitch to Tommy Edman. And he'll look at a strike here, 1-1. A straight steal by Kim. He had second base in focus the whole way. Never took that quick look in. Stretching the 1-1 from Rodriguez to Tommy Edman. He'll swing and foul it back. It got the umpire, Brian O'Nora. And he is trying to walk it off. He'll take a second. Shohei Ohtani on deck. As we talk about all the time, so important for the number 9 hitter in the Dodgers order to keep that inning going and get Ohtani up with men on. Now a 1-2 from Rodriguez to Tommy Edman. Here's the pitch. And Edman looks at it low. It is 2-2. Two ball, two strike pitch to Tommy Edman. Switch hitter batting left. And here it comes, and it's popped up. Third baseman Matt Chapman camping out underneath it. He will catch it for the final out. And the Dodgers end up leaving a man, but they put up 4 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors. And again, just the one man left. So the Dodgers get right. Switch hitting catcher Patrick Bailey batting right-handed against him. 8-6, Giants in front. Pitch swung on and missed for a strike. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, or 15-minute drive-through oil change, with locations throughout Southern California. 36th appearance for Dreyer. He's 2-2. And the pitch is in the dirt to Bailey. 1 ball and 1 strike. Michael Conforto with a big 2-run home run. Teoscar Hernandez with a big 2-run double in the 6th. It's the Dodgers right back in the ball game. Now a 1-1 to Bailey. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. A ball and 2 strikes. Bailey hitting 196 for the Giants. 2 home runs and 26 runs batted in. Now they're stretching the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, broken bat roller that bangs off the shoe of Dreyer and out into right field. That ball was ticketed for the middle, where it would have been fielded probably by Kim, who was closest to the bag. And a bad break for the Dodgers and Jack Dreyer, who got hit right on the foot, and the ball deflected out towards short right field.
Get the back of the heel of the left foot.
Now Mike Yastrzemski up. 1 for 2 with a walk. His hit, a 3rd inning double. Pitch from Dreyer. It's bunted down the third base side. Picked up by Edman. He throws to first. Stretch and out. Yastrzemski thinks he's safe. Freddie had a good stretch on the throw. Good throw by Edman. Yastrzemski is out, but Bailey ends up at second base.
Yeah, the Giants did not have a challenge. They lost it on the appeal on the throw home by Conforto as the runner was tagged out.
So that'll be ruled a sacrifice bunt for Mike Yastrzemski.
That's one of the differences in the official scoring from years ago. The official scorer used to have the leeway to discern if it was actually a sacrifice bunt or if it was a bunt attempt to get a base hit.
Elliot Ramos takes a strike.
And that was a bunt attempt to get a hit.
No doubt. He was taking advantage of Tommy Edman, who was playing off the line.
And what's the difference? Well, from a hitter standpoint, if it's a sacrifice bunt, it's not an official at bat. It does not affect your batting average.
0-1 is swung on, fouled back. 0-2 to Ramos, who is 0 for 3 tonight. He's flied out 3 times, once to left, twice to right. 267. Right-handed batter against the left-handed thrower. And Dreyer into the stretch, peaks back at second base. 1 out and the 0-2 pitch. Ramos swings and strikes out at a slider. 2 away here in the Giants' 6th. The hard-working Chevy Silverado, built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Rafael Devers has walked twice. Popped out foul once. He'll swing and foul it off to the third base side, well up into the second deck. Strike one on Devers. Oh, and 1 the count. Stretch look back at second. They're kicking the pitch. Fastball snapped in there for a strike right down the middle. It's 0-2 on Devers. Devers asks for time and gets it. Devers has a contract that's going to take him till 2033. It's a $250 million commitment by the Giants they inherited from Boston. 0-2 pitch from Dreyer. That swung on, popped back of the plate. Will Smith giving it a run, and he will make the catch right in front of the backstop. And the Giants leave a runner at second base. We're through 6 full at Oracle Park in San Francisco. It's the Giants 8, Dodgers 6. Dodgers 6, top of the 7th inning, top of the order up. Shohei Ohtani facing Randy Rodriguez, the all-star right-handed reliever in the pitch. And Shohei takes low ball 1. Ohtani with a 410-foot home run in the 3rd inning. Over the landing and into McCovey Cove. The 8th splash hit by a Dodger ever. Swung on, broken bat roller toward the middle. Adames behind the bag, one-hands it, throws on to first in time to get Ohtani. 1 away in the 7th.
Well, they're going to have to pick up multiple pieces of that bat. Going to run off the end.
Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Betts up with 1 out and nobody on. And Mookie takes a strike, fastball. Mookie 0 for 2, hit by a pitch last time up, came around to score on the double by Teoscar Hernandez. 0-1 pitch. That's inside, 1-1. Tomorrow Ohtani starts. Landon Roop, his mound opponent. Emmett Sheehan expecting to back up Ohtani tomorrow. 1-1, grounded wide to third off the front of the third base dugout. A ball and 2 strikes to Mookie. Lou Trevino, the former Giant, is warming up for the Dodgers now. Stretched by Rodriguez, kicks and sends one home, and Mookie sends one a long way to left center field. This ball headed back to the wall. It is out of the reach of the center fielder, and around second on his way to third is Mookie. Head first slide. He's in with a triple. Mookie Betts with his 2nd triple of the season. Boy, Jung-Hoo Lee ran a long way to get to it, right up by the 399 mark to the left of the Giant bullpen.
That ball bounced. Looked like off the wall. Lee had it, then dropped it. So 90 feet away, the Dodgers keep getting closer and closer.
And Freddie Freeman represents the game's tying run. He is 0 for 3, and he is due. Stretched by Rodriguez and the pitch. Freeman waves and misses.
And he was very late on that heater.
Here comes the 0-1 to Freeman. And he'll let it go low.
The infield's playing back, with the exception of Chapman over third, who's about a step or two behind the bag. So even a ground ball, except back to the pitcher. Get a bit closer, get a run.
And the pitcher's in the dirt, 2-1. Betts leads at third base. 1 out, 2-1 to Freddie. He swings and pops it up on the infield, right to the third baseman, Chapman. He comes down the line a little bit, makes the catch, and Freddie is 0 for 4.
And he got jammed. Well, friends, you can celebrate the legend Fernando Valenzuela July 19th. That's against the Brewers. First 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a special Fernando bobblehead presented by Bank of America. Come out. Dodgers.com/promotions for more information.
Will Smith doubled and scored his last time up in the 6th. 2 outs. Infield is back. Outfield playing Smith a little bit toward right center. And the pitch up high to Will, 1-0. Will's been dynamite with runners in scoring position. Average over 400 there. Best in baseball. Could use one right here. And the pitch from Rodriguez is in for a strike. A fastball down the middle. Smith will be starting his first All-Star game next week. 1-1 pitch, swung on, foul back to the screen. A ball and 2 strikes to Will. That's a 1-out triple standing at third base. Smith digs in from the right side. He awaits the pitch from Randy Rodriguez. Here it comes, the 1-2. And Smith hits a ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Betts will score. Smith with a 2-out single makes it 8-7. Boy, and Captain Clutch continues to hit the baseball with runners in scoring position for the Dodgers.
And that's the first run that Rodriguez has allowed in his last 8 games that he's pitched in.
Dodgers with the tying run on base now. Teoscar Hernandez is up. He doubled in 2 runs his last time to the plate. The pitch swings and he bounces it to third. Head high hop for Chapman. Long throw to first in time to get Hernandez. Dodgers scratch out another run. They make it a 1-run ball game. It is stretch time in San Francisco. It's the Giants 8, Dodgers 7.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570.
And combined with the Giants and the Dodgers, this is his 34th appearance, 3-0 and a 4.04 earned run average. Facing Matt Chapman, he fires one by him, a swing and a miss. Dodgers were down 8-2. It's now 8-7. Trevino, first base side of the rubber, delivers. There's a line drive right to center field, and waiting for it, Andy Pages for the first out of the Giants' 7th. Bottom of the 7th brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And one away for Willy Adames, who has homered and tripled in the ballgame. He has also struck out. 2 for 3 for Adames. And the pitch there for a strike. Trevino had a .584 ERA, 8 earned runs in 12 1/3 innings across 11 outings with the Giants before they designated him for assignment. That was on the 5th of May. And the Dodgers, a couple of days later, signed him to a minor league contract. And he went to Oklahoma City, and here he is. He's been a pretty solid contributor out of the bullpen for them. 1-1 to Adames. Trevino fires. That's a big breaking ball that was thrown inside, and Adames had to bail out and get out of the way.
Yeah, not as close as it seemed to be.
2-1 pitch. That's up high, and it's 3-1 to Willie Adames. Jung-Hoo Lee, the center fielder, on deck. Pitch. Swung on a grounder to third, just foul. Edman fielded it in foul ground through to first anyway, but ball ruled foul by Laz Diaz, the crew chief.
That's the way to do it, too. The umpire is, 15, 20 feet behind you. Go ahead and make the play. The umpire will sort it out. If you're going to wait to hear the call, if it's fair or foul, it's going to be too late as the fielder.
Full count to Adames. Trevino fires home. There's a ground ball hit to Mookie Betts at short. He fields, throws in time to get Adames, and there are 2 away.
Well, Trevino, as you were talking about it, he's been a real stopgap guy that can come in, work some innings, take some pressure off the bullpen, and you're having to use a lot of different people. The Dodgers had to go to the pen tonight in the 5th inning.
Jung-Hoo Lee, left-handed batter, tripled and singled along with a strikeout. He was thrown out of the plate by Michael Conforto trying to score in the 4th inning. He'll take a strike here, 0-1. A sweeper from Trevino. Lee's triple in the 4th produced 2 runs. Pitch in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Darkness has totally fallen here. You can see the lights of the East Bay over in Oakland, straight ahead, over the right center field wall. One ball, 1 strike pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee. And he will take one a little low, a little away. Look to the left to see some of the lights of the city of San Francisco. Here in the China Basin section of town, which has been home to the Giants after they left Candlestick Park. Swing and a foul back, and Lee lost his helmet. Weather a little bit different here in July than it was at Candlestick Park. We'd probably need a winter jacket and gloves and a cap if we were over there this time of year. 2-2 pitch. That's swung on, and a little looper into center field. That's going to drop for a hit. 2 hops for Pages. And Jung-Hoo Lee with a 3-hit night. 2-out single for the Giants center fielder.
Yeah, Candlestick was a real delight. In fact, it was on this date, 1961 All-Star game at Candlestick Park. And the Giants had a reliever in the ballgame, Stu Miller. A gust of wind with a runner at third base blew him off the mound for a balk.
Casey Schmidt swinging a miss. Yeah, no doubt over there. I mean, and you saw it many times how weird that weather could be over there, especially with the winds and temperatures dipping and fog. 0-1 pitch to Schmidt. Swung on, hit in the air to Mookie Betts. He's drifting off the infield clay out near the foul line on the outfield grass. He'll make the catch. And the Giants strand another base runner after a hit. We go to the 8th inning. It's the Giants.
Biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
Official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
8-7 Giants. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Michael Conforto to lead off against right-handed sidewinder Tyler Rogers. Conforto, 2-run home run last time up in the 6th. 1 for 3 tonight. Rogers bends over and slings one home for a strike.
It's just an unusual release point because it looks like Rogers is going to scrape his knuckles on the pitching mound.
It's his 47th appearance of the season, and he just gives you a totally different look. He drives in another strike, and it's 0-2. The ball almost coming up. And it registers as a sinker, but the ball rises. Doesn't sink really, doesn't have any arm side run, just goes up. 0-2, and Conforto bounces one right back to Rogers. The pitcher squares up to first, throws over to Smith for the out, 1 away. Top of the 8th brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times.
I see a guy that throws from down this low. And again, he almost scrapes his knuckles on the ground. When he throws a breaking ball, it's like looking at a frisbee. You know, you throw a frisbee into the wind and how it rises. Well, it looks like an optical illusion, but it's not.
Pitch to Andy Pages is called a strike.
So here's a guy that comes in. It's a different release point, and he's a pretty good stopgap also because, you know, you're going to get one look at him, and that's it. Then they go to the bullpen again.
0-1 to Pages. Pitch just off the plate outside, and it's 1-1. Rogers has an ERA of 1.62. It's 6th lowest among National League relievers. And he's held opponents scoreless in 40 of his 46 outings. There's a ground ball down the third baseline. Foul. Right along the chalk line, but at the last moment went to the other side of third base. And he'll have to head back to the plate. Pages an infield single in the 5th, 1 for 3 tonight. Rogers delivery. And Andy hits a ground ball to second. Casey Schmidt grabs it, sidearms to first for the out. 2 gone. And now Ha-Seong Kim will come up to try to get something done here. He's 2 for 3 with 2 stolen bases tonight and a run scored. So he continues to produce. The more he plays, the more involved he gets. Good spark plug to have near the bottom of the order. He swings and drives this one to left field. That's going to get over the head of the left fielder, bouncing off the track and off the wall. Kim around first and into second with a 2-out double, and the Dodgers have the tying run in scoring position. 6th double of the season for Ha-Seong Kim.
It's like Kim said, hey, go ahead, scrape your knuckles on the ground. It's not going to bother me.
His 3rd hit of the night. Now Edman with a chance to tie the ball game here with a base hit. You got to figure anything that he hits into the outfield, Dino Ebel's going to send Kim home. Tommy is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Rogers pitch, and Edman bounces it foul, first base out. 0-1 to Tommy Edman. Chapman playing off the bag at third. And a good lead at second for Kim. Stretch the pitch. That's inside to Tommy. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The infield, there's a gap on the left side. The right side's playing to pull. And there's a big gap again, really in left center and right center for that matter.
1-1. A little bit outside. On the ankles. Through the sinker. 2 balls and a strike to Tommy Edman. Edman ready for the 2-1 pitch from Rogers. He swings and bounces it right back to the mound. Rogers grabs it, throws to first, and the Dodgers strand the tying run at second. Kim with a 2-out double left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
World champion LA Dodgers on your network.
Following 8, it is 8-7 San Francisco. Right-hander Will Klein out of the Dodger bullpen will take over. 6th appearance, 1-1, 4.26 the ERA. 9 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings work. And he will face Dominic Smith, left-handed hitting first baseman. He deals high ball 1. The Giants, by the way, have won more one-run games than any team in baseball. They've been in a ton of them. They're 21-16 in one-run games. Now the Dodgers, 16-10. 2-0 pitch from Klein, and Smith takes a strike, 2-1. For Klein, last appeared at Milwaukee on the 7th, won an inning, allowed 2 earned runs on 2 hits, and he walked 2. So looking for a better performance here. We've seen him with some good velocity on the fastball. We've seen a couple of really good performances from Klein, picking up strikeouts. There's a ground ball to second. Shuffle step to his right as Kim straightens up, throws to first, and Smith is out, 1 away.
Well, the Dodgers in the top of the 9th will have the top of the order. Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, and hopefully Smith and Teoscar Hernandez will also bat.
Camilo Doval, the closer, is now warming for the Giants. He'll come out and pitch in the 9th, so it's going to be a tough task against the flame-throwing right-hander. Here's a 1-0 pitch now to Patrick Bailey. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Klein stepping in the middle of the pitcher's rubber. He just fires one right down the middle. It's called a ball. A little bit high, I guess. It split the plate in half, but just a little above the top of the strike zone, said Brian O'Nora. 2-1 to Bailey. Pitch. Swung on and lifted foul and out of play down the third baseline. That'll make the second deck. Bailey has 2 hits in the game and a run scored. Had an infield single last time up in the 6th. He asks for time and gets it. And now jumps back to the left-hand batter's box. Will Klein. 2-ball, 2-strike count on him. He kicks and fires. And it's up and away. 3-2. Klein needs a strike. No walks the rest of the way. That's where the Dodgers get into trouble. Walks in the 4th, walks in the 5th. There's a swing and a ground ball foul first base side. Still 3-2 to Patrick Bailey. Klein goes to the back slope of the mound, touches the rosin bag. Now gets back up on top of the pitching slab. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. So on back-to-back sliders here against Bailey. That's playing up the middle to the left of the second base bag. He's standing on the outfield grass. Now he comes in, gets on the dirt where you have to play. 3-2. It's up ball 4, and it is a 1-out walk. That turns the order over to the top and Mike Yastrzemski. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress. But there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Yastrzemski, sacrifice bunt in the 6th, a walk and a run scored in the 5th, doubled back in the 3rd, and a strike is pumped in on him. 0-1. He did strike out swinging at a Dustin May fastball in the 1st inning. Yastrzemski hitting .246. 1 out, 1 on. Pitch up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Conforto a few steps in left field for the left-handed hitting Yastrzemski. Even with the bag off the line at 3rd is Edman. 1-1 pitch. Missed up high, and it's now 2-1.
Oh, I need a big pitch right here. Love to get a ground ball double play.
And a 2-1 on the way. And it's low and in, and it's 3-1. And Klein finds himself behind. 1-run ball game here in the 8th. 8-7 in favor of the Giants. And Klein needs to get Yastrzemski here somehow. Klein's 3-1 pitch to Yastrzemski. Swung on and yanked foul on the ground, first base side. Count remains full. When Yastrzemski first got here to San Francisco from the Baltimore organization and made the big leagues, they offered him number 8, and he turned it down. They asked him if he wanted 8 because his Hall of Fame grandfather, Carl Yastrzemski, had that number. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a curveball. And Yastrzemski goes down swinging. 2 down. But he said, no, I want another number, and he chose 5. He said, I've got to make my own way. And certainly the Giants understood, and they gave him number 5. Elliot Ramos, right-handed batter, swings, fouls one away. That one over on the first base side, way up over the Dodger dugout. No balls and a strike to Ramos. Ramos is 0 for 4 in the game, struck out last time up in the 6th. 2 outs, runner at first, 0-1 pitch up high, and it's 1-1. Sold out house tonight, 40,785 on this Friday in San Francisco. 1-1, fouled away again to the right. That'll make the upper deck on the first base side.
Yep, big crowd, sellout crowd, and if you wanted to park across the street from Oracle Park, it was $150.
Oh, that's it? Public transportation's also good here in San Francisco. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's the 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. Well, Ramos goes down swinging. Will Klein comes up big with back-to-back strikeouts in the bottom of the 8th. Last wraps for the Dodgers. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Ohtani will lead off when we come back. It's the Giants 8, Dodgers 7.
When you want Dodgers, the only hope.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Camilo Doval comes on to pitch against Shohei Ohtani. 8-7 Giants lead, top of the 9th inning. Doval's been giving up some runs lately. He's given up 9 runs, 8 of them earned on 8 hits and 5 walks in his last 6 games. That gives him an ERA of 10.80. At that point, here's the pitch to Ohtani. And Shohei takes a strike on the outside corner. He doesn't agree. And I think when you look back on that, you won't either. That pitch was well off the plate outside. And Honora called it a strike. 0-1. That's low, and it's 1-1.
Well, you're going to see a lot of sliders. More than half of the pitches that he's thrown this year have been sliders.
Stretched by Doval, his 1-1 pitch to Ohtani. Swung on, foul back off to our left.
And you don't want to have 2 strikes on you. Hitters are just 7 for 84 against him. That's an 0.83 average.
He actually lost the closer's role early in the season, but reclaimed it in late May. And has converted 9 of 11 save opportunities since. He's listening for the sign through PitchCom and over his left ear. And he can't hear it. And so Patrick Bailey will go out and check on him. Top of the 9th, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS for Kids now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Well, they're working on the issue on the mound, and looks like PitchCom is working again, so he's put it in the lining of his cap over his left ear.
Isn't it amazing how the PitchCom just happens to start working when the umpire gets to the mound to check on it?
Happens more than you think. And now he's listening for the sign again. He's got it. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Ohtani. And Shohei bounces one toward the middle. Right behind the bag is Adames. Throws to first and just gets Shohei. One away in the ninth. That ball was pretty well struck going up the middle, but Adames got there in a hurry right behind the bag.
Well, Tiny made contact. You're too close to take, but that was a slider that looked like it was just outside.
Mookie tripled and scored last time up in the seventh. And the pitch. Strike call to Betts, a cutter on the inner half. Mookie has scored 2 of the 7 Dodger runs. 0-1 on the way from Doval. And Mookie swings and fouls it off to the right and out of play. It's a 0-2 count to Betts. Outfield back, outfield straight up. Yastrzemski shallow and right. 0-2 pitch. Mookie swings. It's a ground ball to third, foul. Chapman fields it with a backhanded, foul territory. One-run game here in the ninth. Dodgers trying to find one more run at least. Freddie Freeman's on deck. 0-2 pitch to Betts. He fouls it off again, this time off the front of the Giant dugout on the third base side of Oracle Park. Wind has changed direction. It's now blowing out to left center field. 0-2. Mookie swings, hits a ground ball through the whole left side, a base hit. And the Dodgers have the tying run aboard in the ninth. Betts with his second hit of the ball game. Been on base 3 times. And they're going to pinch run for him. Esteury Ruiz is going to come on and run, and he can fly.
And Bailey, the catcher, can throw. We've commented a couple of times tonight that Bailey has received the ball with runners going. The transfer to the throwing hand and then getting the throw off has been superb.
So it's just a matter of moments, you'd think, before Ruiz would try to go for second base to get the tying run in scoring position. It's not often you see Mookie Betts pinch run for, but the speed difference is quite noticeable with Ruiz. Between Ruiz and everybody, Kim is in his category. Big lead at first base. The ball stretching, and the pitch to Freeman is outside for a ball. One out and one on in the ninth. Camilo Doval ready to go for the Giants. The right-hander throws, and the 1-0 is in the dirt. It's 2-0 to Freeman. Will Smith on deck.
How much of the speed of Ruiz pinch running has distracted Doval in the first 2 pitches he's made now?
It's a great point. He's got him thinking. Good size lead at first base now. 2-0. There goes Ruiz for second. Pitch outside for a ball. Head first slide. He is safe. Stolen base, Esteury Ruiz. And the tying run is in scoring position.
And the count to Freeman goes 3-0.
Freddie represented the go-ahead run, so Bob Melvin, first base open, not going to put him on and create a force here. And Freddie looking for a hit. 3-0. And he will get down to first on a walk on a pitch inside. And this will bring up Will Smith. Smith has 2 hits, including a run-scoring single in the 7th. He doubled and scored back in the 6th. There'll be a meeting on the mound. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Ruiz with his second stolen base with the Dodgers at second base. Freeman walks. 1 out. There are 2 men on. And Will Smith a chance to get this game tied up or better. Will, in close and late situations throughout his career, since his debut in 2019, has been very dependable. He has had some huge hits for the Dodgers in these situations. 409 is average with runners in scoring position. He needs another one here. No doubt that Ruiz is going to get sent with his speed on a ball hit to the outfield. Big gap in left center. Stretched by Doval, the pitch. And Will swings. It's a ground ball to third. Chapman goes to second. 1 on to first. Double play. And the game is over just like that. The Dodgers dropped the opener here in San Francisco. They have now lost 7 in a row for the first time since 2017. They come up a run short as they leave the tying run on base in the 9th inning. 8-7 the final score. San Francisco wins it. Rick and I are back with the totals from Oracle Park in a moment.
LA's best sports star. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, it's Freddie Freeman. When it comes to your child's health, you want the all-star team from Children's Hospital Los Angeles. U.S. News